You watching this on YouTube. Thank you for checking out my video. If you want to skip right to gameplay, there's a timestamp down in the description. If you want to hear some music and me bantering with chat, go ahead and hang around. If you want to help me out, hit the like button, maybe even subscribe. And if you want to hang out live sometime, come check out my Twitch channel. I stream pretty frequently, and the schedule's on my Blue Sky account, which is conveniently located right next to the Twitch channel link. Alright, I'm gonna go play some music. I'll be right back. Thanks again. Hey, welcome in everyone. Cold Drake and Sunset, welcome in. So good to have you. Me. I know, you got first. Son, got a quote for you, Poe. Let's hear it. Welcome in. Probably welcome in. Wait a second, this is in Streets of Rage. This is true. I decided I just want to play some Sonic tonight, and I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna play yet. But it'll be something. Something 16-bit. Son, why do we fall, sir, to pick ourselves up? A terrible, Michael Caine impression, but yeah. I like the Nolan Batmans. I think they're all really good. I know a lot of people were really down on the last one, but I actually thought it was pretty good. I think 1 and 2 were better, but I think 3 was still pretty darn good. I hate two things about those films. Oh, go for it. What do you dislike? Excuse me, sorry. Hmm. Hope I'm not getting sick again. Bale's Batman voice in the Dark Knight suit. I'd have to look at the Dark Knight suit again, because I'm not immediately picturing it. I know everyone gave him crap about the voice. Like, I have a defense for it, for what it's worth. Everyone makes fun of it because everyone can make the silly voice, but I'll say this, like, I feel like because everyone can make that voice, it sort of helps hide his identity. Do you know what I mean? But that's me. That's my little head canon. Batman Begins suit is 100 times better. It, it is good. That one I think I remember a little bit more, but I'm gonna have to. Darn, I guess I might just have to go rewatch those movies. I have to. Alright, y'all. Here's my question. What Sonic game should I play? We have choices in front of us. Oh, that's right. This one recognizes PlayStation controllers. I love that so much. The Dark Knight and Rise's suit is just over-designed. Okay. Alright, guys. I'm feeling Sonic CD or 3 and Knuckles. Does anyone have any specific desire to see one or the other? Can I persuade you to take a sandwich, sir? Oh, 35 stream streak. Awesome, son. Oh. Probably, you know my opinion, so I'll bow out of the choice. Okay. Let's go ahead and do it. Guys, I'm gonna level with you. I play this occasionally, not on stream. For probably Sonic's winking at me. He's quite the flirt. It always bothered me that, like, Knuckles picks up the, like, he doesn't pick up the emeralds, like, from right to left. He misses one and then, like, goes back and doubles back for it. It's weird. Oh, why am I drop dashing? Oh, okay. Okay, drop dash is on, so is the insta shield. I love the insta shield, guys. The only thing I don't like about Origins is I want the MJ team music. But I also really like the widescreen. Ads back. You know what? You know what, guys? I don't care. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Okay. Okay. I'll be right back. Hold on. I'm making an executive decision. Oh, darn it. I started the wrong thing. There we go. Like, why is this loading so slowly? There we go. Where is it? Perpalio saying uh-oh. Don't say uh-oh. Nothing bad. There we go. Right. Oops, wrong one. We're doing this well, sort of legit. I want the original music, guys. Taking it back to 1993 or whenever this came out. Grab your grab your McDonald's Happy Meal. Grab your there we go. Start down here so we know. 94 it looks like. Oh, whoops. Oh, Chad, I went backwards. And now you can't be Amy. Oh. True. Here we go. But go grab your McDonald's Happy Meal. Grab your Sonic and little Sonic Rev car. Alright, now watch the emeralds. He picks them up in a weird order. Look at that. It's so weird. Why does he do that? Here we go. Yes. I actually like that they added Amy. I kind of say that jokingly, but it's not the... It's not like the thing that sold Sonic Origins. In fact, I think that was actually in one of the, actually in the expansion. I don't know, man. Let him pick the emeralds up the way he wants. He doesn't need to conform. Son, so I have an idea for Season 4 of Greenspire. Oh, yeah. Do tell. There we go. Aw, man. I missed my, could have done the little zip line, but I also want to get some emeralds here, so. Can Poe do it, guys? But yeah, ultimately the reason I did this, like, I'm super stressed, dealing with a lot of stuff at work, so I'm like, you know, just want to play something super relaxing for me, something that I've played 100,000 times, that doesn't require a lot of brain power, something I can pretty easily, like, read chat and play, and yeah, just have a good time. Just a nice, what do all the kids say? A chill hang, if you will. Ah, lol. Son, I was thinking it shows comparisons of the two brothers that became two very different characters. Okay. That sounds like a good start. I like that. Ace James, Batman, Daredevil, Spider-Man. Okay. There we go. Thank you, Perpalio, for smacking the bot. Goes over here like, yeah, just, you know, something I can play in my sleep, and then immediately fails the special stage. Well, that was not a very good bubble. Oh boy. Damian, Reyes, James, Red Hood, Punisher. Okay, yeah. Definitely. I mean, that sounds good to me. Oh, darn. That's alright. Alright. It's always sad that we didn't get much of the green Angel Island, because I really like the palette on it. It looked really nice. Never really enjoyed the burnt up version. So and it would even go into how Ace has everything. No. Oops. Hold on one moment. Let me do this really quick. Married to the love interest while Damien is alone and broken away from everyone and has nothing. Oh, yeah. I think that's good for building tension and angst and helping differentiate characters and character growth and motivations. That sounds good. Alright, we'll do that guy last. Now we're moving, chat. Look at that. Nope. You're for last. Dang, wow. I'm having a rough go at this, chat. I don't want to spoil Season 3 because the reveal in that season is huge for the idea. Okay. No worries. Nice. Probably these emerald stages aren't going so well. No. Not at all, are they? Son, the crazy part of the idea that I came up with. It's the idea that I came up with these 3 hours ago. Oh, yeah. Swifty. Hello, everyone. Hey, welcome in. Good to have you. How are you doing? Oh, poor Tails. Oh, no. But no, so it has... it's a good idea. There we go. Doing alright, just getting through the work week as per usual. Yeah. I gotcha. Son, I was thinking of making Damien the Village's villain of Season 4. Okay. Sounds good. Alright, Propalio, can I beat this one? Place your bets now. should actually start polling to see if I can beat a special stage. It's weird, like I keep getting right to the end and then absolutely sinking the ship. Probably, I believe in you. Well, that is folly. Love this music so much. Just absolutely splendid music in this one. Whoop. Oh, whoops. Oh, I made a mistake, chat. Oh, I've made a mistake. Can Poe recover? Those are the ones I was trying to dodge. There we go. Sheesh. Like, I want to say that it's eating some inputs, and I think it might be a little bit, which might be part of the reason I'm having such a hard time, but, you know, it's also because I'm not doing very good. Sun says, but he would be a normal, insane person. I think it's going to be Ace trying to bring him back home, but Damien keeps doing terrible stuff because he isn't okay in the head. Propalio, see, I believe well. Alright, I'll give it to you this time. Whoops. I didn't mean to go that far back. Now, wait, hold up, what? Wait. I can just go backwards in the stage? Wait, huh? I didn't think I could go back past the boss trigger. What? Okay, well I'm gonna have to try that on Origins too at some point. I also need to see if like that's in the original game, but I don't really feel like setting up my Genesis. But now I am curious. That's weird. Huh. Okay then. Alright. Can Poe win it big? I used to be like so fascinated as a kid by the backgrounds in these. Like the rotating three-dimensional kind of like looking designs and the way that they hung in space. I've talked about it so many times before, but I've always been entranced by really good background design in games, especially ones with like really beautiful parallax scrolling. Give that depth illusion. Propalio says he likes redemption arcs. Yeah. Oh, and I missed that one. I'm sorry, son. I'm debating having it reach a point where just let him go to prison for his crimes or having him get help in later seasons to have a redemption. That's cool. Swifty says, always something hidden in a game you thought you knew everything about. Had that happen a couple times. Oh yeah. Son, once I figure everything out, I don't think I'm saying anything because it'll create good tension for Season 4. Definitely. Really glad I have the, that I bought, like, this on Steam before Sega got rid of it. But the one thing I don't like is I really wish that, the emulator was just a little bit better. I mean, this is like an official emulator from Sega, and it is kind of... I don't know. I don't know if you guys notice it, but the game lags just a little bit in weird ways, and it's like, this is... It should not lag. Like, it didn't lag this way on original hardware, which to me screams that the emulator is doing something a little bit funny. You know what I mean? No! No! Oh my gosh! Alright. Son, well, class tomorrow at 8:30. Luckily, only one class, but I'm heading to bed. No worries. Get some rest. Good to have you. For Palio. Rip Bozo, thanks. Son, gonna doom scroll for a bit. No! No doom scrolling. Go sleep. Try not to doom scroll. No one needs that, and no one needs that stress right before bed. Well, that was just lovely, now wasn't it? But here we go. There we go. You know, I actually do, as much as I like the water shield, I think I do want the fire shield here because of the boss. There we go. Swifty says, would that lag be due to a Bluetooth keyboard and controller? My friend only plays wired connection because he notices minute amounts of lag. My controller is wired. But it's a really good guess. Yeah, I had it configured for Bluetooth at one point, and then it kind of started doing weird stuff, and I was never able to get it to, like, properly reestablish a Bluetooth connection. So it has since forth been connected via a USB-C. Oh, well done. Got greedy, chat. I was trying to pretend like I was a speedrunner, which I am not. There's a part of me that would, like, maybe it'd be fun to try to speedrun this. But I think the problem is that, I think I would stress myself out, and I don't really want to do that. Like, I got enough of that right now. Alright, don't get greedy. There. Having a fire shield on this boss really trivializes it, doesn't it? There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Can still die here. Yeah, and Tails just did. Oh no. Alright, I don't think this bug works in Sonic 3 Knuckles. Oh, it does! Okay. Yeah, so if you didn't know, you can jump off that bridge before Knuckles knocks it down, and you can listen to the full music loop. I was thinking that they had fixed that. Oh. Well, okay then. That they had fixed that in this build, but they didn't, and I'm very happy about it. I always thought that was kind of a fun little secret when I discovered it. Rip us. Thank you, Propalio. Alright, time for Hydro City. Hydrocity, no. You know what, Propalio? You can leave. Not entirely sure why I got that. That was kind of silly. Oh. Get Swifty says, yeah, the only speed running I do is Forza Horizon rival times. I can race my own ghost and that ghost friends. I'm in the top 1% of that game, I think. Oh, that's super cool. Like racing games, I'm kind of particular though. I never played any of the Forzas. I hear they're really good. I'm trying to remember what it was called. There was a PS3 one that I really liked. And I can't think of its name now. And I played that quite a bit, and I was trying to, like, beat some of the, like, ghost times, and just, like, not doing well. It was really hard. And so I kind of just gave up on trying to do, I started just playing it for fun and not trying to, you know, beat any of the time trial records from the staff. But what was it? I was literally thinking about this game the other day. Alright, I'm gonna look it up because it's bothering me. Motorstorm. That's what I was trying to think of. And even more specifically, Motorstorm Pacific Rift. Like, both were good games. I especially loved Pacific Rift. And, I think there were trophies associated with, like, the dev ghosts, and I just couldn't even come close. And so I'm like, you know what? Just gonna play it for fun. And give up on the trophies. It was a really fun one, but just tough as nails. Some of the challenges in there, like, I just could never do. It was fun that it would let you do, like, multiple vehicle types. But it was awful when you, like, had to be, like, a, motorcycle up against a, like a big rig truck. And they just, like, you were faster than them, but they just come plowing through and steamroll you. That was terrible. There we go. Swifty. I like the Forza title because of the crazy amount of cars they have and the handling model. Motorstorm was fire. Never owned it, but my friends had it. Very cool. Repalia Motorstorm was great. It was a lot of fun. little sad that, like, I don't feel like that was one that Sony effectively owned the property. I don't know for sure though, but kind of sad that we didn't see another one of those. I sort of feel the same way about Infamous, because I know that there was like Infamous 3 on the PS4, but I don't think that there was anything after that. Second Son, I believe was the title. I don't know if it was any good, because I never got a PS4. I had a very petty reason for not getting a PS4, but I will stand by it forever. Part of the reason that I got a PS3 was because it was a Blu-ray player. And then, you know, Sony came out with the 4K standard, and, like, I know 4K is not, like, a huge visual improvement over just, like, standard Blu-ray, but it's like, well, okay, you know, I'll get a PS4, and then I can at least, you know, have a Blu-ray player and a 4K player, and it's all great, and rainbows and magic and whatever. And then someone's like, oh yeah, no, PS4 doesn't play 4K. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, no. And then it's like, well, I'm not gonna get it then. And then the PS5 came out, and I'm like, oh, I'll get a PS5 because it's a 4K player, and everyone's like, yeah, it's not a very good 4K player. I'm like, well, what the heck are you doing, Sony? What are you doing over there? Swifty, if you ever get into Forza, let me know. I can give pointers or tips. I've got thousands of hours left on my pile. Nice. I might have to. Some of the newer ones, like... Oh, that went well. I would look at... I watch the trailers. I'm like, that looks really good. I kind of want to play that. But I have to... probably won't be buying any games for a little while, unfortunately. Oh, there we go. But I will always keep an eye on Steam sales. That is the exception I will make. Rings obliterated out, yeah. Alright, well, if it's ad time, go ahead and just have a sit and wait a bit. Rehydrate. If I have anyone watching this on YouTube later, this perfect opportunity to say thank you, and also, if you want to help me out, you should hit the like button. To check out a lot of the other things I've played, including this. This is the third time I've played this game. Oh no. Hopefully people aren't getting sick of it. Good stretch break, though. Hmm. Get Swifty. Yes, Trivago ads, even though I only leave to go places at max 2 hours from my home. Ah, sounds like me. Maybe they're hoping they'll convince you one day. Tripalio, yep. Yeah, I don't travel much. Health problems kind of make it difficult. I love this music so much. Definitely puts me in a time and place. I like the invincibility sparkle in this one. I always loved the way that the sparkles looked in Sonic 1 the most. Like, there were so many of them, and it felt really kind of special to have like Sonic just be absorbed by these all-enveloping sparkles. Alright, can Poe do it? Alright, Propalio, you should like take a bet. Even though there's probably enough people, there's not enough people to do predictions. We'll just pretend. We'll bet in our minds. Oh no. I was thinking like, oh man, I can focus, I can no. 50. Longest drive I've ever done was a trip to Ontario, 27 hours one way. Whoa! Sucks, but when you want to visit cousins, it's the way she goes. Yeah, wow, that is a big one. I've done 10 to 12 hours, 27 is insane. Longest I ever did was, I think, 8. Excuse me. Um, I am just missing this one. Alright. Here we go. Eh, close enough. Swifty. Oh, drove back. Oh no, that's a heinous drive. I would be so done. There we go. Swifty, yeah. The drive was cool, but seeing Thunder Bay isn't worth the exhaustion of that drive. Ah, oof. Weirdly, and I don't know if I can explain why, this particular, like, special stage reminds me of my grandmother's house. I don't know why that is. She did not like video games, and I never played video games at her house. So I don't know why it reminds me of that and her. Like, I have very fond memories of her. Oh, here we go. But yeah, she was just, did not think highly of video games. Repalio says, I don't know who Jack is, but he got his pop. And I got it again. I think I did pretty good ring-wise this time, guys. Can he keep those rings, though, is the real question. To the whole end of the stage. Propelio ring economy is in shambles. Yeah, this music makes me think of like my parents' house at night, and I don't. Again, just like those weird memories that you get associated with like games and sounds and music, you know. I think Sonic 3 came out like. Are you gonna show up, Eggman, or you just decided you had enough? A fool and his rings are soon parted, chat. There were so many rings on screen that Eggman disappeared for a second there. That was pretty good. I think this one came out like in the winter. Like it was like a Christmas release, I think. And I think I got it for Christmas that year. And so it being dark is, and me playing this after school is probably exactly what it was. Because it, like, winter where I live, and I don't live super far away from my parents. It's dark early, so. Alright, we're going the low route. Ow. I always found it amusing that if you stood on those and like spin dash, it would bounce you and make a little sound. Tails is over here just bored. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm not amusing you enough, Tails. Alright, I think we're... Rocket. Oh, come on. I was gonna say, I think we need to continue on foot. Oh no. Come on. Alright. There, that guy was bugging me. Oh. Alright, Chad, we're having trouble here. There. Now we're on the platform. Normally I can zip up that hill and then make it onto the platform, but I was just having bad luck this time around. 50, and at that distance you got to do a pre-trip inspection of the vehicle to make sure it's ready for it. Round trip it's like 5,000 kilometers, or 3,100 miles for the Americans. I mean, conceptually I know how far a kilometer is, but at the same time, like, when you say that, I'm like, I know that's a lot, but I don't know how much. So thank you for translating for the dumb American whose country refuses to use the metric system properly. It's so frustrating, like, it feels like everything is shifting that way except, like, you know, us and then, you know, Britain, because Britain is just weird that way. Like, no, we must hold on to our miles. I'm like, no, do we really? I'm not sure we really do. And, like, you know, conceptually, like, in school, we all learn the metric system, but then when you get out into the world, no one uses it in the US. It's not actually entirely true. We do for, like, we use this weird hybrid, if I'm going to be honest. Like, we use liters. And so, you know, everyone's like, oh yeah, I'm going to go get like a 2 liter of pop or whatever. So it's not like we don't use it, but... You know, and all of our food packaging has grams on it, and so I think people kind of think in like this sort of hybridized ounces and grams a lot. And I can think in kilos, and I think part of that is because the conversion for kilos to pounds is pretty easy. Oh man, I had a science teacher in school who would get absolutely angry if you conflated pounds and grams in any capacity. Ugh. So, like, I remember he had this test once where it's like kilograms is a unit, it's a measurement of, and yes, it's mass. I get it, but so many people did weight, and because we use it pretty interchangeably, you know. And he's just like, ugh, everyone got this one wrong. There were like 2 people out of a class of like 30 that got it right. Alright, am I going down? Maybe I'm going down. Yes, I'm going down. And then you measure gas in gallons, right? Yeah, it's a weird place, the United States. And milk. And milk is also measured in gallons, usually. Oh. Per value, but soda in liters, exactly. Those crushers always scared me as a kid. It freaked me out. I think, like, any sort of, like, thanks, Tails, any sort of, like, severe trauma that any character in a video game would suffer always freaked me out. I hated drowning as Sonic. I hated being crushed. It gives me anxiety. I think ultimately, like, if we ever did switch over, I could probably do kilometers just fine. In fact, I've even tried to sort of train myself to think in meters for distance, which I have varying degrees of luck for. But the one thing that I'm, like, absolutely terrible is Celsius versus Fahrenheit. And, like, I know the poem, like, when it's freezing, when it's 0, it's freezing, when it's 10, it's not, when it's 20, it's nice, and when it's 30, it's hot. So, like, I have a general idea of, like, you know, if I think about it, I can make a reasonable guess, but I still think in Fahrenheit for temperature. So... Swifty says, at least in Canada we keep 99% of liquids in liters. Sounds good. Like I said, I like the metric system. I'm honestly not really 100% sure why we cling to Imperial so hard. Probably no gambling for Sonic. Nope. It didn't want me to. It was like the casino who like kicks you out because you do too well. Jerkface, welcome in. So good to have you. How are you doing? Swifty says, I have a classic car from America, so the speed conversion is easiest for me. 30 miles per hour is 50k ish, and 60 is 100k. Yeah, it's sort of like, I mean, it's like a 2/3, right? Approximately. But I've always had like a hard time doing like mathematical conversions of thirds in my head. So like I've always been kind of bad at that. You know, if I'm not trying to focus on driving, then I can kind of do the conversion. But once I, if I'm stationary, I'm like, okay, 2/3, okay, so that's close to 100, so that's like 60, yeah. But again, that only really works. I'm not also trying to focus on the road. Which is nice that my car has a little button that switches its digital speedometer between kilometers and miles per hour. Not that I've ever had the need to use it, but it's cool that it has it. Ballpark the rest. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think you can definitely get away with it. Jerkface. I'm Emma. Hands hurt. I was sewing some patches on something. How are you guys? Oh, I'm sorry. That's no fun. I mean, the sewing, yes, but like the, pain, not so much fun. I am exhausted and super stressed, which is why I thought, you know what? Instead of fighting a really hard boss on Streets of Rage, I'm going to play Sonic, which is relaxing for me, and I can practically play in my sleep. Just thought it would be fun and relaxing comparatively. We're probably very tired. Sorry, your hands hurt. Yeah, it's okay. It's my fault. No, I mean, that's still no fun. Do you guys not have dual analog gauges? Some cars do. I remember at least one of my parents' cars did, where it had the marker on both. Like it had an upper number and a bottom number. But my my car has a digital, which I actually kind of like, I'll be honest. It's a 2011 Nissan. But yeah, it just has a digital speedometer on the dash. I'm not going to go for the perfect this time. I'm just going to try to get the emerald. Jerkface, this game looks really relaxing. It usually is. It's got a couple moments that can get stressful, but I think I've played through it about 100 million times at this point. Which, means more like, I think, if I was, to be honest, I've probably played through this game like 30 or 40 times. It's an awful lot. And I feel like I could probably play it in my sleep at this point. Explore a little bit. 50. On my analog speedometer, the big white numbers are kilometers, and then it has smaller blue ones towards the center. That's miles per hour. Yeah, my parents had that, like I said, but it was the reverse, where the bigger upper numbers were mph and the lower ones were kilometers. So, yep, they had it. At least one of their cars did, maybe both. It's been so long, and they don't have either of those anymore. The ones that I used to drive. They have since gotten new cars. And I say new cars, but my dad actually went out and bought like an old, like 1970s Beetle. And so that one I don't think has it. I think that just has miles per hour. And then my mom got rid of her car that she had that had that, and I think I've driven her other one once, and I wasn't paying that close attention to what it has. Well, that was kind of a disappointing resolution there, Sonic. Here we go. Well, that was unfortunate. Oh, come on. I don't know why I jumped so early. Must be getting tired or something. Good golly. This smug grasshopper robot. Jerkface. Today's been a weird day. I got woken up by Steven because my mom needed a drive because my nephew broke both his wrists playing soccer. I had to take him to the hospital, and that's just how the day started. Today just went very slow, but fast at the same time. I didn't really have a lot to do, but it felt like a drag. Glad to be here and just be relaxing with you guys. I'm glad you're here too. I'm sorry though, that is a stressful day. I think I'd be glad to be done with the day at that point. There we go. There we go. How was your guys' day? Also very stressful for entirely different reasons. My job got extremely stressful. Just miserably so, and so today was like a slog of doing weird, out of the ordinary paperwork, and like it was beyond frustrating. I was so tired and stressed out. I actually almost canceled stream because I was so just tired. And I was But I thought it would be more fun to, like, instead of, like I said, I like Streets of Rage 4, but, you know, that boss was kind of a stressful fight, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to play something fun. If I go a little bit shorter, that's fine, or if I go a little bit longer and just kind of enjoy something that it's kind of a comfort game, I thought that would be a good way to finish up the day. But like my eyes were hurting, and I think I have a migraine starting to form, which is unfortunate. Like, I don't feel bad right now, but I'm worried that tomorrow I'm gonna have a migraine, and I have to do like another round of this like literal 8 to 10 hours of paperwork again tomorrow, which is not looking forward to. It is beyond stressful. Propalio says, not bad, work was work, and now I'm home feeling that's good. Goofy says, Jerkface, I knew a guy who broke both wrists in his teenage years in high school falling out of a tree. Sucked to have someone wipe because you would be unable to. No! Oh, that's not fun. It's alright. Had a pretty fire nap on the carpet after work. Man, I would have loved to have taken a nap today. I could have used a nap today. But I think I worked from, like... What were my work hours today? It was kind of... Oh, that's not good. This isn't the worst fight, but going into it ringless I don't enjoy. I also love the little robotic noise in this. This is a cool boss fight, though. This was conceptually a really neat one for this era. Hey, look at me. I beat it even with 0 rings. Alright, and the moment you've all been waiting for, the original music by Michael Jackson's team. And the reason I switched over from Sonic Origins. But yeah, I think I worked from about 8:30 this morning to about 7 p.m. And so yeah, I was a little worn out. And I took a couple small breaks in there, but nothing significant. Like just more or less enough time to eat, and then like a couple breaks just to rest my eyes because they were hurting so bad. Oh, ads time. I'll wait a moment. Hmm. Back. Welcome back. Jerkface says, my mom takes care of my nephew, so we've been teasing her because it's going to be her job, unfortunately. I don't think anyone else lives there selfless enough to help them, unfortunately. My dad didn't even change me as a baby, so it's probably going to be up to my poor mom. Oh, sorry to hear that. That's unfortunate. But yeah, I'm glad to be doing this with you guys. This is probably one of the highlights of the day. So I don't know what's worse, that it's like I had to do this in the first place, or that I'm gonna have to do it again tomorrow, though. Ooh. Okay, well that's not very helpful. Chat, we can do this. We can do this. Look at that. Same thing as before. The goal is just to get emeralds this time. I'm not going to bother with trying to get perfect. So I thought it would be fun to do that because I don't do that every time. But given the luck I've had so far, I think it'd be easier just to play through it. Not that I'm even really going to do anything with the emeralds. Like, I don't really want to abuse Supersonic in this. I just want to, like, yeah, this is just for fun. But I do kind of want to, you know, if I play this all the way through to the end of Sonic and Knuckles, I kind of want to have the ability to do, like, the secret final level. But I'm not going to do all of this tonight, I don't think. And I'll probably come back to it and finish it. Just not sure when. If I'll replace Webbed on Thursday with this too. I'm gonna be honest, despite the fact that I wanted to do this version specifically so I could have the original music, I don't love this track, and I actually kind of like the other version of it a little bit more. But I'm so used to it, it feels kind of out of place not having it. However, the real star of the show is Ice Cap's music, although I like Launch Bass's as well, quite a bit. Swifty, one coworker won't be back for a few weeks because he had a kid, and the other didn't show up today, so I had to fill in. I didn't know how to work fast, but they are people I like. Had a good day overall, I'd say. That's not bad. You know, like, I'll be honest, having a coworker who's not the, like, fastest or best at their job, but who's honest about that and, like, tries and notices when they make mistakes and do their corrections, even if they're just a little bit slower, like, I am happy with that. I have definitely had a lot of coworkers who had no clue what they were doing and made a lot of mistakes really fast. And that is difficult to deal with because then you often have to kind of clean up after them. So, there's another ring over here. Yes, there is. Yeah, it was a real toss-up between playing this tonight and playing Sonic CD. Both seemed like a good choice. I was watching something on YouTube about Sonic CD, and that was getting me kind of like really wanting to play it. This one is just so spectacular too. Propelio and I have had very long discussions about Sonic CD, but I am of the opinion that it is very underrated and very good. And much like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, it's sort of one that I really like and will go back to a lot. Parnas, welcome in! Good to have you. How are you doing tonight? Oh, whoops. That was a little silly. Okay. this is the way we're going. Yes, and oops, it also. Feel like 6 people told me I would love Poe. Word of the Poe spreads far and wide. Hopefully good things in general. I appreciate you guys coming in. Thank you so much to all of you. Thank you. I feel it is undeserved, but I appreciate it greatly. Boing, 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 boing. There we go. Whee! There we go. Okay. For probably I thought he was a bee. Oh. You know, something tells me we could be bees. We could be pets. And we could live for 30 years. It's great news. I really do need to get that done. I think that every time Loitering comes in and sees that I haven't done it yet, I get a little bit of a side eye through the internet. Good intentions, just not enough time. Sure, picture Poe with his Bayberry beans. Oh no. Parnas. Everyone was like, Parnas, you specifically need to follow Poe. I was like, why me? I'm like, no, Parnas, no question, just do it. I absolutely appreciate it, and I always love having you here. Oops. Alright, this clam guy is just making things tough on me. There we go. Happy with the decision. No refunds needed. Yay! You have to refund which follows. I'm not sure how to do that. But no, so happy that you're here. I always like when people come in and have a good time, so it's always just nice to play something kind of cozy. And, oops. Spend time with people. There we go. This boss is kind of a weird one. There we go. Told Parnas that this was the wholesome content she was looking for. Well, thank you, Swifty. I appreciate that. I gotta remember to hydrate. Good golly. My mouth is dry as a bone. I've been trying really hard to get better about just staying hydrated. This is probably gonna sound weird, and like every time I tell people this, they're kind of like, huh. But I forget to drink water. And so, like, you know, all of a sudden I'll be like super... Wait, what? All of a sudden I'll be like, huh, 8 p.m. and I'm really thirsty, and then I realize I haven't drank water all day. Or any fluids, really. So I've been trying to, like, remember to drink water a little bit more frequently. And I'm doing better, but yeah, like, I don't know, tonight just really, really thirsty for whatever reason. I have actually been drinking a lot, and I'm trying to work myself up to, like, I don't know, at least half a gallon of water a day. Swifty, there we go, using my gallon measurements again. Excuse me. But, yeah, so I think I'm actually pretty close to that, and I'm still just, like, really thirsty, and I'm not sure what it is. Like, I feel like maybe it's because it's starting to get a little bit hot where I am. It's not super hot, though. I don't know. Oh, I am... Alright, I'm falling behind on chat. Propalio, dehydrate, right? Parnaz. It's funny because I'm the only partially wholesome. I don't know that that's true. Jerkface. Tails is like, help me while Sonic is standing on the robot. Like, Propelio. This game is 50% Tails dying in horrible ways while Sonic just watches. It kind of is, unfortunately. Swifty. Craving State, you are the closest thing to wholesome during the Dark Ages, so you are wholesome. I am just a girl, says Parnas. Jerkface. Sonic is watching with a smile. Watching with smiles diabolical. Oh yeah, no. Swifty. I typically try to consume over 2 liters a day of water. That's what I'm gearing up to. And I have like, I eat too much junk food. And so one thing that has helped me in the past is drinking more water. It's not a perfect solution, but it does help a little bit. And so that's another reason why I've been really trying to like consume more liquid and, well, water specifically. So I eat marginally healthier. Propelio says that's a very cute emote. It is. 100% in agreement. Ouch. Ganoushk. Okay. There we go. I'm not exactly sure. Like, it's that, I don't know. I want to collect so many rings in Sonic. Oh, and now they're all gone. They don't really do a whole lot. I really only need 1 or 2. I like how Knuckles here is just like, you know what's gonna really mess you out up in this? I'm gonna turn the lights off. But just some of them? And he runs away all proud of himself. It's like, okay, I mean, I guess you do you, buddy, but I don't really see turning the lights off, like half the lights off, as really being that detrimental. In fact, ouch. Actually, it looks kind of cool this way. I'm not... What am I doing? I'm running out of air. Oh boy. Guys, I planned this poorly. There we go. Tails! Sir! Oh no. Tails! Oh, phew. Tails looked down at me. He's like, this... And now it's your turn to die, Sonic. Jerkface, he's never said that about my emotes. Swifty, I miss energy drinks, so I curb that with Gatorade. I love Gatorade. I'm trying to think if cute is even an appropriate adjective for any of your emotes. Parnas, thanks, little Parnas. It's little Parnas, I made her. Jerkface, you find this one cute? You have a Shrek booty shake, Kermit with a gun, 2 balloon animals, They're very good. I would say this, Jerkface. I think they're pretty great emotes. Propelio says, I like your emotes. I don't know if they fall in cute. I I need to add to the emotes. I'm gonna have to bribe Gold Dragon Sunset some more to make more emotes for me. Oh no. Oh, that's less good? Oh, that's the wrong direction, sir. There we go. Jerkface, this one isn't mine, but I'm claiming it. Probably, I can call him cute, though. Shrek shaking his booty is cute, too. Parnaz, yay. Thank you. Shrifty, when my PC setup is going, I'm gonna make Fox emote when I learn how to. Oh, that's cool. Like, I've made some of my emotes. I have no real artistic ability, but I thought it would be kind of cute and me. But then I, like, begged Gold Dragon Sunset to make some emotes for me because she's an actual artist and knows how to draw, and I like her art style quite a bit. So I think hers are the good ones on here. Face. The last one is just a picture of Steve. I think my favorite emote that I have is one of hers, which is the Metroid map. That one is pretty spectacular. But I really like the animated GIF as well. And actually my channel picture, the Mew dressed as Link, is hers, and I really like that one as well. There we go. Thank you, Propalio. Yeah, no, I absolutely love that one. Oh, that's right, I forgot about that one. The holding up the rupee. I like that one as well. And then the holy guacamole is mine, and it is very silly and some high quality work that I put into that with MS Paint. And by high quality, I mean the absolute maximum artistic ability that I can output. That's why all my YouTube thumbnails are like me splicing pictures together. Also, is it just me or is like Sonic was like floating at a weird angle? Did you guys see that? Because like normally when he's on these, he's like kind of rotating like vertically. And before he was like sideways. I had never seen that before. That was wild. Huh. Propelli, I should draw you a really stupid emote. You should! Parnas, Poe, would you ever cam or PNG tuber? I've thought about it. I don't know that I would ever do a cam. I've thought about doing like PNG. I don't know if I will. Propelio, loitering, threatened to make him a BPNG. Yes. Love it. Yeah. No, it made me smile. Like that's amazing. Oh, come on. I don't know why. Oh, no. Well, that was good. I was gonna say, I'm having a tough time with this one. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, eventually I might look into doing that. That's fair enough. Um, oh, I love this music so much, guys. I really do. I always thought Sonic snowboarding down this was the coolest thing. And I actually really like that at the beginning of Sonic Adventure 2. There's sort of a, what I feel sort of a callback to it. I love that. When I was trying to figure out, so, boy oh boy, when I started doing Twitch streaming, I think at one point I was talking to Perpalio about, like, VTuber stuff, and I'm like, it's kind of cool, and I like that, but, like, the setup is super expensive, and he was telling me, like, yeah, no, it's, like, a nice model is, like, can be upwards of, like, 5K. I'm like, holy moly, that's so crazy. And, like, I've seen some really good VTuber models. And I know it's not quite the same thing as PNG, but it was something that I was floating a little bit while I was starting off. Like, should I, like, look at doing this? But if I were ever to do something like that, I'd have to make sure that I, like, could justify the expense and build a big enough audience for it. Oops. PNG I know is a lot easier to do, and I'm not going to rule it out, but it's still something I'm thinking about. I do kind of like being a floating voice. Setup is very easy. So. But Mushy, welcome in. So good to have you. Ooh, I'm first, yes. Win game, definitely. I love this one so much. I was telling folks that, like, I had kind of a, like, gnarly stressful day, and I've got a gnarly stressful day coming up tomorrow. So I wanted to play something tonight that was just something that was like a comfort game for me. Something I just enjoy playing, that I've played a lot. And, yeah, something I just like sharing with people. So. There we go. Propaliosis. Oh boy. There we go. Oh man, I should have used that bumper. I didn't realize it was there. It was till it was too late. We need to make Pose Redeems blast at maximum volume. It's weird. Sometimes it seems like they're like super loud, and other times they're super quiet, and I haven't figured out why. Parnas, I could make you one like a little character that lights up and kind of thing when you speak. Um, Let me think about it. I might take you up on it, but I need to think about what would be a good design. Something that I feel fits me well, and I haven't quite. Everyone keeps saying bees, which is like, okay, that's not a bad idea. But I'm not sure if it's something that I want to be, and it's, boy, like I said, it's something I've put a lot of thought into it, and I'm not sure what I would necessarily want it to look like. Yeah. Swifty, you don't need a crazy VTuber model. The biggest VTuber right now is literally a peanut. That's fair. Actually, I don't blame you. In fact, I think you inspired me to re-download my Sonic games. Nice! Peace. Or probably, you want to be B. Want to be. Bees in a trench coat. You know what would be funny would be like just AB with like sunglasses and a trench coat. No, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what would work. What calls to me as a design? Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, if you guys feel like there's something, I think I messed that up a little bit, that like makes you think of me, I mean, I'm happy to like, you know, see what people think would be best too. Oops. There we go. 170 rings. Selecting a persona is hard. Thank you, Pervalio. Not exactly what I was thinking of when I mentioned the bee. Oh, man. There we have one ring that we finished with. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what... Goodbye rings. Easy come, easy go. Weirdly, one idea that I thought about was like, maybe an axolotl would be fun. I don't have any axolotl themed emotes though. I know that the tracks that Jackson's team did don't have as much variation in the second act remix, but I actually really like the changes in this one as well. And I like both. Like, I like the one that is just full on pretty much hard times, but this one that's a little bit more... See, I don't know enough about music to really even like describe it, but it feels like more lonely. Like it's taken out a lot of the extra of the track, and it's more just maybe the melody. And then like, yeah, like, I don't know, maybe like the xylophony-ness to this. Oh, well, that was... Huh. I really like it. I don't know, it just feels cold and lonely, which I think feels like it fits really well with this. Swifty, I need an intro song for Poe to be a Black Eyed Peas song. Gonna be loop. I'm a beef part. That would be incredible. Papalio says yes. Be amazing. Oh no, come on. Oh, welcome back. Sorry, I missed the ad notification. But like this little segment there, oh, love it. I don't like being underground in this. I don't like the water. The backgrounds and the upper part of the stage, they'll remind me, like, one of the games I had on Genesis was Tasmania, which is like a good game, but kind of, at least I always felt it was really hard. But the background up there reminds me of the ice stage in it. That would be a fun one to replay, but I feel like I'd probably have to emulate it because I don't know of any official re-releases. He'll go back and miss the Eggman power-ups, right? I think he would be he'd be all over that too. He'd be like, "Yeah, Sonic, go back. You missed my power-ups. I put them there just for you." Man. There we go. Oh, Tails. I think I can probably find a couple of big rings in the last stage, so I'm hoping to like get the ability to have Supersonic before the end of the game. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Oh no! Alright, Chaos Emerald number somewhere between 1 and 7. Yeah, it would have been number 6. Had I not biffed it. Oh, come on. There we go. I mean, ultimately, like, the hardest boss in, at the end of Sonic 3, I think it's called Big Arms. And Big Arms isn't in, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So, like, I'm not super worried about the final bosses, I guess what I'm trying to say. So, not having Supersonic there is not too big of a deal. I always thought these like little tube elevators were really neat. Where my mom worked, had a... Are they called I think they're called like pneumatic tubes for sending stuff around the building, which was the coolest thing ever, and it always made me think of those. And like they were already pretty much not using them anymore, but I would occasionally go to work with her in the morning, and she would every once in a while, I'm like, can we do the tube thing? So she would intentionally send a like a little like blank note through one of the pneumatic tubes. It was always super cool. And we'd have to like go through different offices and stuff, and so she'd pick it up before anyone else saw it, but she would do that for me, and I always thought that was super fun. If I was ever like in charge of a business though, guys, I'm gonna tell you, I want pneumatic tubes. That will be the way that my business communicates. Slack? No. Discord? No. Pneumatic tubes. Propelio, yeah, they make me think of pneumatic tubes. Yeah, they're super cool. Technology that needs to be brought back, I'm just saying. Can't hack pneumatic tubes. I mean, I'm sure you can. Somehow. you, you drill a hole and make like a diversion tube. Why are there so many shards of fiberglass in my memo? Send a cupcake through the pneumatic tube for your employees. But yeah, seriously, no joke, I would 100% make sure my business had pneumatic tubes. Would I need them? No. Would they be a little ridiculous? Yes. But darn it, they're so cool. Oh, dang it. And I'm like sure that, because the place she worked, because she's retired now, is still there, and I am sure that like the pneumatic tube infrastructure is still in the building because it would be expensive to remove it. Just like the access points are all cut off now or removed, but I suspect the tubes actually still go through the ceilings. Propelio rip bozo, yeah, no joke. Twisting me after inhaling all that fiberglass. Oh no. Yeah, it'd be gnarly. Hey, let me try that again. Hey, Propalio, what do you think the level wants me to do? Also, I feel bad for Sonic, because, like, I think I'd be so dizzy going through those things. There's kind of a fun little cheat you can do there. If you spin dash in the middle of the alarms, those birds keep coming, and each one that you kill without like leaving the spin dash, like the point value goes up, and eventually you start getting like so many points that you just are constantly getting 1-ups. Propelio, it's subtle hinting, yes. I actually heard that was one of the ways to easily tell what tracks that Jackson's team was doing for this, is that they used voice sampling for them. Or not, I shouldn't say voice, but just samples. And that would be true for at least this one and 4. And I think there are some samples as well in Ice Cap. But I think it was his team rather than him. Like, the rumor was always that he was involved, and the answer, I think, was... The official answer has more or less been discovered, no, he wasn't. He had his team do it, though. Harness. Poe, do you have a Discord? I do not. I made an excellent on Top Hat. Oh! Oh, I want to see it so bad. I don't. I do. I am on, Jerkface and Loitering's Discord, though. If you are in those. Or I do, but I don't have a server. Yes. Okay, I can DM. Yep. Poe uses Discord infrequently. Yeah. Poe, being an ancient old man, just can't get with this newfangled Discord technology. No, Discord's fine, and actually I'm using it more and more, but I was always frustrated with its like interface. It feels very cluttered to me. Um, but it's not like it's certainly not a bad platform, and I don't dislike it. I just have kind of like some general design complaints, and it's usually something that is kind of forget about. Um, like I have some people who have like one of the servers that I joined just because people are like, please Poe, join this server. I'm like, okay. And then people would message me and they'd you never responded to my message. And like I just never log into Discord. I've gotten better about it though. Good golly. There we go. Alright. Real quick. Discord. Take a Discord break. And it's trying to sell me Nitro. There we go. Oh, it's adorable. I love it. I've got too many windows open though. I thought it'd be clever and then that's amazing. Okay, I am terrible at doing this, but let me see if I can. Let me see if I can share because it's so cool. The Sonic window is all in the way. Okay, let me see. Where's my OBS window? All right, let's see. Add source. Image. New. Image file. I'm gonna get there. We're figuring it out. That's adorable. I love it. Thank you so much, Parnas. That's so cute. No, I absolutely love it. All right. There we go. Okay. Um, let's see. Oh, I keep looking at the time here too. It is probably getting close to end of stream time, but I want to try to beat Sonic 3, which we're coming up pretty. Oops, there we go. Pretty close to the end of. But we'll stop and then we'll do the Sonic and Knuckles half of it a little bit later. You took as long as I was gone since you said axolotl. Not long. I had fun. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you again. I really love it. It's super cute. I think. There we go. Speaking of other weird things, like anytime Sonic went in like a tube like this, he was like, "Oh, that's freaky." I can't imagine being like sucked up through an industrial tube and just hoping you get out on the other end okay. Something to give you nightmares. Yikes. Oops. There we go. That insta-shield is the greatest thing ever. I've been listening to IRL horror stories about that sort of thing, so yeah, definitely freaky situation to be in. Yeah. And there's the Knuckles route down there. But here we go. Yeah, I'll take a fire shield. That'd be awesome. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Poor Tails. Rip Egg Bozo. Thank you, Propelio. I really like the the artwork and sprite work in this. I always thought it was cool how big like those jets were. When I was little, the TV that I used to play games on was like my parents' very old TV from like probably the early 80s. And I was lucky to have like a TV. Like, I'm not trying to complain or anything. But it was, it had like curved edges. So you, like, it wasn't a round image, but it was definitely like kind of this weird, um, and it's not even like the display didn't display more, but it had like these sort of covers around the edge that made it a more rounded image. Just strange. And so I missed a lot of the sprite work, like on the edges of the screen, which was unfortunate as a kid. In fact, it was really hard to see how many lives that I had because it was mostly covered up. Like, you can see my mouse on screen. Like, it would cut like that. So you could just see like the edge of Sonic's picture, and if you like, as long as like it was distinguishable from the top of the number, you could see what the number was. There we go. It's the end of Sonic 3 and into Sonic & Knuckles. You know what, really quick, because we get a chance to do a special stage, I'm just really quickly going to try to get the, was it the 6th Emerald that I was on? Just give it a shot real quick. Oh, how is this going to work since I don't have all the emeralds? I feel like I've done this before, I just don't remember. Huh. Okay. Does that mean like the next ring that I go in is going to take me to the Sonic 3 stages to collect the last 2 emeralds? Hmm. There we go. Propalio, this has never happened to me before. I think it has, I just didn't remember how it went. It's been a while. I'm usually pretty good at the special stages. It probably doesn't seem like that watching me play tonight, but usually I don't have as much trouble as I did. Alright, I think this is a great stopping point though. Um, let's go ahead and take advantage of what we got and just do a save state so we can just jump right into it. Um, Alright. As always, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you all so much. Thanks for hanging out on a Tuesday night. Um, I, yeah, sorry, brain not work. No stream tomorrow. Thursday, I might just go ahead and play some more Sonic. We'll see. Or we might finish it up web. I'm still debating on that. Friday, I'll do Sims 3, and Saturday night will be more Echo Tides of Time. If you're new here and you want to help me out, go ahead and hit that follow button. And if you want to see some of the other stuff that I've been playing, I post these VODs to YouTube. You can, or these videos, and they become VODs, as it were, on YouTube, and you can go check those out if you want. There is a link for that in my About tab on Twitch. So thank you all so much. Have a really wonderful night. And Parnas, thank you again. That's super duper cute. I love the axolotl. In fact, here we go. Well, we'll leave everyone with the axolotl. Good night.